Ayo, what's good guys? Another video here. Today we got Bob Mortimer with Mortimerian Tales. Would I lie to you? Part 1, but part 2 of me reacting to this video. If you want to see the beginning of my reaction to this video, go ahead and check the description. I'll put the link there. And I doubt that I'm going to watch this whole video in this part, but you know, we'll probably... we'll have a decent length reaction, and maybe when it's all done, we can do like a big movie of me reacting to the whole video. But knowing how YouTube works, I don't see the majority of people sitting through this. So, without further ado, let's get it.
Thank you. This is the cushion that I used to carry my pet owl around on. I would have brought the owl, but he escaped last week.
Steve, what do you think?
What kind of an owl was it?
Oh, yeah.
Tawny.
Yeah.
Okay, so, from what I've learned last time, my gut is to say he's lying, because I feel like if he had a pet owl, that's just too sick. Like, he'd be showing off the pet owl. Like, people would know he has an owl. But since that my gut reaction is to say that he is lying, and every single time I trusted my gut with this dude, I've been wrong, I'm gonna assume he's telling the truth, because apparently this guy's life is just fucking ridiculous.
Tawny's perch on branches.
Yeah.
So how did you get it to perch on a big, flat, soft cushion?
Oh, Steve, it's so good to have you here.
How did I? Is there a problem here, Steve? Here are the talon marks. I have a rare breeds farm near me, and they had to get rid of a tawny owl.
You know, to his credit, it does have like rips in it, as if like a giant owl was gripping it. And with birds of prey, people do have a kind of like hardened, padded like gloves they use to hold the animals. Maybe.
That was injured. It couldn't use its wings, and I shouldn't use the words, it couldn't use its bottom. For doing what? For poo-pooing.
What did it use?
So, as a trustee of the organisation, because it's just down the road from me, in Warehorn, I agreed to have...
You agreed to help the owl take a shit. Understood.
That I would look after it. It actually had what you would call a colostomy bag. No, you would.
We'd call it a colostomy bag. Yeah, we wouldn't have picked it up, but you did specifically say that's what we would have called it. Because we really wouldn't.
Steve, is an owl's colostomy bag called a colostomy bag?
Yes, it is.
You wouldn't really need it, because the majority of kind of solid fecal matter with an owl comes out of its mouth.
Yeah. No, we're dealing with a very sick owl. No, I'm sorry, I sound aggressive there, but I can see... Look, he's escaped now, and I can see his little face. We were given a pipette with what was owl nourishment.
So you had to
Owl
feed it
with a
by
pipette. Yes.
And how did it stand on the cushion if, as Steve says, it needs a perch? It was fine, just so...
I've clearly not made it clear. This is an incredibly sick bird. You can't judge it by the normal tone. This is just a lump of meat and feathers.
What the
But the thing still escapes.
This fucking guy. It's just a thing of meat and feathers. What? I mean, technically, isn't that all birds? Like, technically, what you mean?
This is just a lump of meat and feathers. There's just hanging on in there.
But the thing still escapes.
Yes. Actually, I suspect it was killed by my cats.
Why did this owl...
I know that pain. I had a pet bird growing up, and he got killed by my cat. Moment of silence for my bird. Okay, moment over.
Sanctuary, when it has a sick owl, why didn't it look after the owl itself? Give it to a local celebrity.
I'm
The cushion and cats.
I'm very closely associated with it.
Sorry, my client would like a minute.
You had clearly said to me you were going to nurse it back to health.
No, that was never going to happen.
It's palliative care.
It was palliative care.
Palliative care.
It was
Palliative care for the owl.
A hospice for the owl.
For the owl. Right.
And we had some decent times.
Did he have a name, this owl?
We called it.
Like, this is the thing. Everything in my fiber is telling me he is full of shit. Everything. But every time I've trusted my gut, I've been wrong. So it's like, man.
It's alright, you're upset, Bob, I can tell it. If you need a minute, it's okay. But what did you call it?
Sorry?
What did you call it?
What did we call the owl?
Yeah.
Well, we called him Mavis.
Bob, what did you feed it with the
It was described to me as owl nourishment. Everything.
You just take bowls and put them in a liquidizer.
Steve, I can't impress with you. The most you got out of it. It's just a little lift and mid.
It wasn't perched and it was reclined on the cushion. That was its. That's its. That was its deathbed.
Yeah. We'd have like a broomstick or something and just hold it and throw it.
And what have you told the owl sanctuary? What have you told them? Because they must have been upset.
No, I told them he's passed away, yeah.
And they said, well, that's fine. We knew Mavis was going to die soon. That's why we gave him or her to you, a comedian who lives locally, to keep on a cushion in the same room as some cats.
My client would like to change his play.
This isn't sounding...
And you're a trustee, did you say, of this charity?
Yes, it's a rare breeds farm in Warehorn. Does family days. Sadly, I haven't got an owl at the moment. But...
Let's stop.
So, David, what are you thinking? Is this true?
No, this isn't true.
I think you made all that up.
I just don't believe they would let him bring a dying, tawny owl home.
No, I don't think so. I think we're saying it's a lie.
I think you are.
But
yeah.
and I think that's the rare.
This is when, out of nowhere, again, because I agree, personally, I agree with them. But I gotta go with he's telling the truth, because every time I trust common sense with this guy, it does not work. It just does not work.
Breed Centre probably needs to look at its working practices if it happens to be true. But
Okay, Bob, truth or lie?
I was telling a lie.
Fuck! Man! Man! It's unreal! Rocco, say fuck you. Say fuck you. Rocco, sit. Sit. Say fuck you. Good boy. Can you believe this shit? Can you guys believe this shit? Man, this dude always duking me out, bruh. Always. How's that work? Why am I actually getting annoyed? I fucking knew it too. I knew it, but anytime I trusted my gut, I got fucked over. Fuck! One day, I will get it right. One day.
For 5 days, I pushed my cat around in a pram because it had sprained 3 of its ankles.
David's team.
okay, the two key questions here. How did it sprain 3
Yes.
of its ankles, and why was it necessary for it to be so mobile during its recovery period?
Okay, I'll address those. One of my children, my eldest boy, didn't throw a tyre at it, but threw a tyre, a car tyre, and it hit the cat.
He threw the tyre recreationally, and the cat got in the way. How did one ankle survive?
Luckily, he was scratching his head at the time.
Okay, so the tyre hits the cat.
Yes.
75% of the cat's ankles are, did you say sprained?
Well, they were bruised, and we were told that he mustn't walk.
So you told he mustn't walk, but he needed still to travel.
Of course he did, yeah. It was my younger boy's buggy we put him in.
Right.
Because you could strap him in.
You can strap the cat into the buggy.
Yeah.
How did you strap the cat into the buggy?
Using the straps, and the only journey he had to make was to the litter tray. So we just used to take him from the front room round to the litter tray.
Strap him in. Strap him in.
Tip him in.
Why didn't you just carry him?
No, because he had these bandages round his legs, but he would insist on trying to walk, which we knew would make his ankles worse.
You couldn't stop him walking, but he would consent to be strapped into a buggy.
It's not really. It's not. When it comes to pets, it's not really a matter of consent, David.
Never use the phrase when it
That phrase should never come out of anybody's mouth ever again. That's. I want to see that just be put out of context so fucking much. The fuckery that could be done with that one fucking sentence there. I don't know if I want to see it on second thought, but it would be funny.
comes to pets, it's not a matter of consent. You can get into all sorts of problems with that.
Yeah, for real.
Tell us more about this cat. What was its name?
Its name was Gudmundsson. It was a...
What?
The cat... No. The son didn't accidentally hit the cat. No, the cat jumped in front of the tire to commit suicide because of that fucking name. That's what the fuck happened. And I will hear nothing else. He's telling the truth.
Of the name of anything in the story. Nothing.
His name's Gudmundsson.
Gudmundsson. Gudmundsson as in the word monsoon with an O missing.
Yes. Right. Gudmundsson. His name's Gudmundsson. He's a tabby Oriental.
Why Gudmundsson? Why?
My youngest son named him Gudmundsson.
All right, David, what are you
Cat
thinking?
killed itself.
What do you think?
Oh, he's lying.
Nah, he's telling the truth. The cat made a suicide attempt.
He's lying?
Yep, lying.
You think he's a... Well, this is a superb moment. I have unanimity from the team, so let's say...
Saying it's a lie.
We'll say it's a lie.
Bob Gudmundsson, truth or lie?
I am telling a lie. As a teenager, I used to terrorize
I will never get shit right. Ever.
my neighborhood with a game I invented called Theft and Shrubbery.
What were the rules of theft and shrubbery?
Can I first of all say my memories of this are a bit sketchy?
Always handy for this game.
No, but I'm an older gentleman. They're more like just fingerprints on an abandoned handrail.
Right.
Even while you poetically describe the aging process, another part of your brain is inventing the rules of a fiction.
Theft and Shrubbery.
Yeah.
It's a game that I played in my youth, in my teens, on the Lakes Estate in Middlesbrough. I would probably be 14 or 15. I hope that's all the information you need.
Now see, one of two things are happening here. One, he's trying not to snitch on himself because I don't know, what I can't think of the technical term, but the rules for how much time must have passed in order for a crime you've done not to count. I don't know what the technical word for that is. But so that's either happening, so he's concerned about that, so he's not trying to snitch on himself or stealing people's shrubs. Or, as the other guy said, he is trying to come up with the rules. One of two things.
Do you have any recollection
That'll do.
as to what this game involved?
Yes, of course.
Of course. In which case, I'm satisfied and there's no need to tell me. What were the rules?
There would have to be a gang of you. I would usually be with Staver and Bagger.
Staver and Bagger.
Well, I didn't realise you knew hobbits as a child.
Neil Overall, Jerry Dungaree's son. Of course.
Didn't take his father's name.
Hated him. Hated him. Sorry.
Right.
And Gary Cheeseman would be there. The reason he was called Cheesy is because his mum used to give him a cheese. Do you know the cheese slice?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To take out with him when we were hanging around the shops and that, because she thought it was good for his spots. And she'd want him to personally slice.
Surely it's because of his surname Cheeseman.
No.
Surely that was part of it.
Gary Cheeseman was a big lad, yeah? A very big head. A sniper's dream, they used to call him.
Stop.
Oh, he's such a nice... The thing is, he's such a nice lad. And he was a...
I love these points in the show where we say, Bob, let's all gather around the fireside and you can tell us tales of your youth.
So the rules of the game, of course you would know.
Nah, seriously, I would... If this guy hasn't made, like, a TV show about his life growing up, he needs to. Because I would love it. Like, he needs to make a cartoon just based on his life. Seriously. Because if the shit that he said is true, is actually true that I've seen from this video, yes, that needs to happen.
Theft
The
and
rules
shrubbery.
of the game. Theft and...
Shrubbery.
Were relatively simple. You had to creep into the back of someone's house and observe the family watching the telly or whatever they're doing, yeah?
Getting a bit sinister now, Bob.
Yeah, I know.
Is this at night?
This is on the evening time, yeah.
So the family, as it were, backlit by the domestic lighting.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then you'd find one where the curtains were open, yeah? Go to the rear of the garden and then you'd slowly walk towards the window. Right? Try not to disturb them. And you'd chant, increasing the volume as you went, "We do beg your pardon. But we are in your garden." And then you gradually get closer and closer to the window. And as soon as you were seen, that's when shrubbery comes in.
What?
You were not allowed to escape via the front of the property. You had to go across all the fences. Because you're teenage, what you're really waiting for is someone to make a noise or give yourself away, so that you all have to go run through all the gardens.
That's the shrubbery part.
That's the shrubbery
What's the
part.
theft part?
The theft is we just always felt that we were stealing something from them. I don't know.
privacy.
Their privacy, their dignity.
So you're going up the garden saying louder and louder, "We do beg your pardon, we are in your garden." We do beg your pardon, we are in your garden. You're shouting.
How loud would you
Elderly
get?
people who are hard of hearing, you could be going, "We do beg your pardon, we are in your garden." Well, they notice it.
Yeah.
This game can't have lasted, I'm imagining, very long before people kind of rumbled you and...
No, it was just one of the games, that we did. It could be theft and shrubbery night. There was another night where we used to take fruit from a fruit vendor's wagon and throw that up in the air and just let it drop on our heads.
It tells me you played that quite a lot, Bob. Next time, don't use melons.
Cheeseman was very good at it.
So what do you think, David?
Steve, what do you
My
think?
concern is that the details are so utterly believable and sound like they're real.
Exactly! My gut says that he's telling the truth. You know, it doesn't matter if I listen to my gut, because I'm wrong anyway, but my gut says he's telling the truth.
But if it wasn't actually a game, he spent an awful lot of time looking through people's windows.
coming down on the side of truth.
But I feel like he's leaving a part out where I feel like he would steal something from the people's yards or gardens, as you guys call it. But he's leaving that bit out to prevent getting arrested. That is my guess.
Yeah, I know it sounds odd, but I just believe it.
Are you going to say true?
Yeah.
Okay, so theft and shrubbery. Bob, truth
or lie? I was telling the truth.
Let's go! Let's fucking go! I got it right! Let's go! Fuck yes! Fuck yes! I almost said lie just because my gut said he was telling the truth. I almost said lie. Bruh, I'm so excited. I am so excited I got something right. Woo! Let's fucking go. You know what? You know what? We're ending it here. We will do probably the final part on the next episode, next part of this little video. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm genuinely so excited. Like, I should not be this excited to get one thing right, but I'm actually hyped. So if you're as happy as I am right now, give me a fat ass like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell. You know how YouTube works. I am out. You guys are awesome. Bye. With